Welcome, everyone, to the dedication ceremony for Ryan Observatory at Muddy Run. I am Dusty McEwen, the plant manager for Exelon's two hydro facilities, the Conowingo Dam and the Muddy Run Pump Storage Facility. Conowingo and Muddy Run support several community recreation opportunities, including the Muddy Run Park and its visitor center. I'm here today with my guest, Al Ryan. This ceremony honors the efforts of Al, his wife Barbara, and the entire Ryan family in making Layla's dream a reality and preserving her values and aspirations. It is therefore with great pleasure that we rename the observatory Ryan Observatory at Muddy Run. We will soon present a video that describes what went into the making of the observatory, how it has been used by and for the community, and why this honor is so well deserved. But before we do that, I want to ask Al about some things the video doesn't cover and talk about some of the challenges he faced and some exciting uses of this facility yet to be fully realized by the community. Al, you spent over 20 years in the legal department at Exelon, and I know much of your time was taken up with ensuring our hydro operations were safe and met or exceeded all regulations. I know that is a full-time job. So how did you find the time to create this observatory?
Oh, Dusty, first, let me thank you for the opportunity to talk with you today. And I want to convey the thanks of the entire Layla Ryan family, including the Ryans, the Mitchnicks, and the Siegels. But to answer your question, first of all, it was a team effort. My legal career entailed a lot of volunteer time with STEM organizations. In my legal work with the relicensing of the hydro facilities, I recognized an opportunity to enhance the recreation possibilities at Muddy Run Park. So, putting the effort into the project was almost effortless. It did require, however, the commitment of a score of Exelon people and outside professionals to actually make it happen. My main contribution was to render a vision and to spur people on by constantly advocating. As a great architect Daniel Burnham once said, to make no small plans.
So how does a lawyer in a legal department persuade a large corporation to spend a pile of money on a project that isn't part of its business model or generate income?
Well, people often ask me that. It wasn't all that difficult at a company like Exelon. If you're committed to an idea that is innovative, safe, and adds to a community, it will be given an opportunity or a chance to grow. This is in line with Exelon's business model, which includes several core values, such as giving back to the community. We demonstrated that the community, and especially the younger set, would benefit in a number of ways. And let me just give you a couple of examples. We use our telescopes out there, and locating night sky objects provides people with a firmer grasp of navigation and a better understanding of the role that time plays in our everyday lives. Imaging faint objects in space teaches about signal to noise ratios and other fundamental concepts in electronics. Artists would say that this is akin to extracting beauty from chaos. The imaging equipment's capabilities provide a framework for teaching about feedback loops, which are a key ingredient in automated manufacturing processes. Other career paths, such as radiology, robotics, photography, automated systems, and computer science, even law and social work. In fact, any discipline that requires distillation of information to reach an essential truth are disciplines that can be sparked and stimulated early on by the availability of this facility to the public.
What was it about your daughter that inspired you to start this endeavor?
Actually, it all started with my wife's idea to establish a scholarship in Layla's name that would inspire young women and would help them overcome one of the barriers to their continuing with a career in science. From there, it sort of branched out into a more concrete project that would enable another one of her aspirations, that is, bringing science to young people. You see, Layla never really wanted to be a researching astrophysicist. Instead, she wanted to teach at the grade and high school level because that's where the real interest begins.
She sounds like a remarkable young woman.
Yes, she was a free-spirited and independent-minded young woman, just a girl trying to find her place in life while looking for the good in everyone she met. She went to 3 other schools before she finally ended up at the University of Illinois. In between those schools, she went off on her own to spend time at a Navajo reservation helping kids. When she did go to Illinois, she tutored the basketball and football athletes to help them maintain their scholarships' basic science requirements. And it was at Illinois that she found a home and a great faculty. But she also had her fun side and spent some time honing her photographic skills. She was a dancer, and she also played a lot of golf and became one of the best golf partners I ever had.
The solar eclipse in 2017 and the park's 50th anniversary in 2019 were huge and successful events. Do you have anything like that planned for the immediate future?
Well, we always strive to mark special astronomical events. We're adding to the experience at the observatory in one special way. Opening to the public, probably this fall, will be our new binocular telescope. That's a telescope with 2 eyepieces in it. This will be the largest such telescope built for public use in the country, and it will complement the existing domes, the amphitheater, and the visitor center. Now, for comparison, the 2 telescopes we have now have 14-inch diameter mirrors. They're fairly large mirrors. This binocular telescope will have 2 mirrors, and each one will be 25 inches in diameter. This telescope will give you a stereoscopic or a 3D view of many more objects and with much greater clarity and contrast.
That sounds wonderful. I can't wait to see the moon in 3D and how this new telescope enhances the public's experience at the observatory complex. We at Exelon Power had wanted to have an outdoor ceremony at the observatory, but the pandemic first delayed that effort and then later took it off the table completely. So instead, we are going with our current new normal. And with that, we developed this video to tell the story of Ryan Observatory at Muddy Run.
The quest for dark skies in southeastern Pennsylvania spawned a dream for one family passionate about astronomy and committed to sharing the fun of discovery with others.
I've spent most of my adult life in or near large cities. When I came to Philadelphia to work, my job took me to meetings at power plants like Conowingo and Muddy Run. From my home near Philadelphia, it was a long drive out to the countryside. My meetings for the Muddy Run power plant took place at the visitor center at the park. From the park entrance to the visitor center was a long elevated drive to a high point in the park with a huge open vista of the sky from horizon to horizon. On a clear night, the sky is dark and you can actually see the Milky Way, our home galaxy. The Milky Way has become a familiar sight to me here in Lancaster County. I liked it so much, I put it on my truck.
Al Ryan, a longtime Exelon employee, had been observing the skies since he was a teenager, growing up in Florida, not far from the emerging Space Coast. As an adult, Al, an Exelon Assistant General Counsel, shared his passion for astronomy with his youngest daughter, Layla, who decided to pursue the field in college. One evening, while Layla assisted Al as he took photographs for a Muddy Run project he was working on, the two came across an unused helipad at the park's visitor center. While gazing up at southern Lancaster skies, which must be seen to be believed on a clear night, she voiced a realization. What a wonderful place for an observatory! Sadly, Al's daughter passed away while pursuing her dream to teach science. Al and his family turned their tragedy into a cause, to give students and communities quality astronomical observation and scientific exploration.
Al Ryan came to Archie Gleason, the general manager of Hydro, in late 2014 with the idea of holding a star party at Muddy Run Park. At the star party, presentations were provided by astronomy club members, the chief astronomer from the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia, and a NASA expert from California. Residents from the area, as well as a contingent of young women from the Philadelphia South Girls Organization, came to the star party and were ecstatic about the evening. Following up on the success of this demonstration, Al had presented to Archie and myself an operational plan for a permanent astronomical observatory to complement a community public outreach program. Those plans detailed the management of a public outreach program, designs for a permanent observatory, equipment sourcing, site preparation, and other details. Archie then marshaled the final approval by Exelon Generation Senior Management.
Once the design plans were approved, we got started working very quickly. Our vision was to provide the community with a year-round facility where they could take advantage of the dark skies at Muddy Run Park. Along with the telescopes, we also built the plaza that surrounds them and the amphitheater. While the facility was actually being constructed, we decided to think about what else we could do to round out the experience for the public. We created the Galaxy Hallway. This allows experts to give the public a tour of the solar system and the galactic neighborhood. These experiences are wrapped into the STEM programs in neighboring schools, which allows the public a visual association of the scale and the content of the universe.
Our guiding principles for the observatory were public education, providing a facility for enhanced STEM learning opportunities, and having it sufficiently equipped for advanced scientific astronomical research. As a world-class facility, we opened the observatory with remarks from the renowned physicist Freeman Dyson.
At the 2016 public opening of the observatory, Freeman John Dyson, a Fellow of the Royal Society and one of the most respected theoretical and mathematical physicists of our time, was presented the prestigious Rittenhouse Silver Medal by the Rittenhouse Astronomical Society. In his remarks, Professor Dyson emphasized the unique and extraordinary opportunities this facility will provide, and not just for the community nearby. With today's technology, he urged us to provide these opportunities to young people around the world. In time, and as resources continue, the Ryan Observatory intends to do exactly that.
The observatory program has been a huge success in the community. Since opening for the public events, the astronomy and STEM programs have recorded over 12,000 visitors from the immediate area and as far away as eastern New Jersey and southern Maryland. Since then, we hosted over 2,500 visitors for the 2017 Eclipse of the Century and over 5,000 for the park's 50th anniversary. Our annual stargazing and monthly open house programs, together with special astronomical event programs, have been a huge success.
Here at the Observatory and Science Complex, the Visitor Center hosts monthly open houses for the public. During these events, the public is provided presentations by local amateur astronomers, practicing astronomers, and guest lecturers. Additionally, the public is invited to special events throughout the year, such as the annual Messier Marathon in March, the annual Perseid meteor shower in August, lunar and solar eclipses, winter solstice celebrations, planetary transits of the sun, and any other unusual celestial occurrences.
I think what we see here and what Exelon is trying to do here is we are investing our time and dollars to help educate the next generation of great thinkers.
The public outreach programs here at the observatory are managed under contract with Exelon by Rittenhouse Astronomical Society because of its century-long tradition with public science education. Our aim is to expand the general scientific knowledge of the public and do it in ways that are fun, entertaining, and easy to grasp. Here at Muddy Run, we rely heavily on volunteers from our group, the community and Exelon employees, as well as experts from nearby astronomical societies and groups.
Much of what we do here promotes STEM for young people, especially young girls who are interested in careers in the sciences. We have hands-on demonstrations of real-world processes such as hydroelectric dams that illustrate major scientific principles. We work with programs such as the National Energy Education Development Program, and we partner with local organizations like the Executive Director of the Manheim Township Educational Fund, who is committed to support and promote STEM in our local community.
I mean, children are our future. It sparks their interest. And once they have a spark, they'll take it with them the rest of their life. And one of these days, they'll be the scientist.
Upon retiring from Exelon Corporation as Assistant General Counsel, Al volunteered to act as Exelon Generation's Observatory Director. Al and Barb continued to work with Exelon employees and observatory volunteers to bring the wonders of the universe to the community.
The Observatory project is unique. It has been so special. Everybody who has been involved in it has been profoundly moved. We've all felt privileged and honored to work alongside Al to help make Layla's dream and Al's dream the reality of this world-class facility. The observatory is a testament. It's a testament to vision of a young girl out here with her father asking, what if? It's a testament to resilience, of profound loss, of the deepest of tragedies, turning that into purpose and light and meaning and opportunity. It's also a testament to determination, to doing the hard work, getting the approvals, designing, constructing, making this a reality. And it's a testament to love, of a father for his daughter, of colleagues for Al, of people love for science and education, and who want to provide something to the next generation so they too can come out here and be inspired and, like Layla, ask, what if?
To honor his daughter's memory and further her vision, Al and his family set up the Layla Suzanne Ryan Scholarship for exceptional female and minority students at the University of Illinois Department of Astronomy and Astrophysics. In keeping with how Layla pursued life, scholarship recipients must demonstrate high academic achievement, participation in community science outreach, and financial need. Ryan scholars have progressed in their field in such careers and have continued to give back to the community. Coralie Adam, a recipient and project leader for navigation for several NASA missions, has returned twice to the observatory to present the missions and to inspire students.
Exelon is pleased to donate $25,000 to the Layla Suzanne Ryan Scholarship to honor the commitment of the Ryan family to further promote science, education, and outreach and its beneficial impact on our communities. The scholarship aligns with one of Exelon's key values of giving back and enriching the lives of the people it serves.
On behalf of the Department of Astronomy here at the University of Illinois, I want to thank Exelon Generation for their very generous donation to the Layla Suzanne Ryan Scholarship. For the last 11 years, the scholarship has made a tremendous impact on women and other underrepresented astronomy students who, like Layla, shared their passions with the community. This fellowship provides these students with the recognition for making a difference and assisting in the freedom of choices for the next stages of their career, such as graduate school. Thank you again.
It is an honor and my personal privilege to be here today to dedicate the Ryan Observatory at Muddy Run. For many of you who have been active in its planning and implementation, this is a culmination of years of passionate work. But this dedication also marks a beginning, a new phase where we commit ourselves to the legacy started by Al, Layla, and the Ryan family. The Ryan Observatory will continue to be a place of education, opportunity, and creativity, where the scientists and educators of tomorrow can satisfy curiosity about the great beyond, and a place for exploration and growth. There is no doubt in my mind that what we've started will live on after we're long gone, and it gives me great pleasure to formally dedicate the Ryan Observatory at Muddy Run. Thank you, and congratulations to the Ryan family.
This is such an honor for the Ryan family, and it's a privilege to be able to give back to the community. You know, giving back to the community is a shared value of both Layla Suzanne Ryan and Exelon Corporation, and we're very pleased to see that Exelon has chosen to exhibit that value by constructing this facility.
As knowledge of the universe expands, its impact will be realized in the fields of energy and natural resources, and support new discoveries in physics, chemistry, and biology. Astronomy plays an important role in understanding these discoveries. Exelon is committed to bringing experiences to our community that make these discoveries understandable and inspiring. We look forward to your visits to Ryan Observatory at Muddy Run.
Congratulations to the Ryan family. We are deeply grateful for your commitment to making Layla's dream a reality and your continued volunteer efforts that inspire the community and the next generation. This new commitment from Exelon Generation and the Ryan family will provide a long-lasting and positive impact by supporting eminent scholarship and education in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and the arts at a time when the need for such work is greater than ever.